Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. For another exciting car is the star around the green hell, and continuing on with our friends in America, we are carrying on with their tragic celebration of Christmas a month early. We're looking at this classic diamond, the Chevrolet Camaro Z28 1969. So, made by Chevrolet. It was 1969 muscle car from the United States. Its engine code is 302. It's naturally aspirated with a 5-litre V8. It's capable of 289 brake horsepower with a 4-speed gearbox. It's front-engined, a rear-wheel drive, and weighs in at 3,120 pounds or 1,415 kilograms. It's got a top speed of 133 miles per hour, and in Gran Turismo 5 and 6 it was classed at 450 performance points, whereas in GT7 it's classed at 447.13 performance points. Now, I'll stop myself there. I don't know if you even listen to all those stats anyway. You might just fog out and just look at the pretty car going round and round in circles. But 447.13 performance points is what it's classed at in the game. And I always say I take the stock car out, I take it as is, take it on the track. I have bent, like our friends in America, I have bent the rules to suit my needs. So I've downloaded this livery, and this is one of the frustrating things about a Gran Turismo 7. You can't just pick up a livery for a car. It wants you to buy paint, it wants to change spoilers, and it's not really very good for what we do. So what we're trying to do here, our science experiment. But for this, because isn't this famous from Fast and Furious or something, gone in 67, one of those car films? But this is a famous car, I think. So I wanted the livery, and it has bumped up the performance points. I think it's the grille. It was just paint, wheels, and a grille. So I'm guessing the grille has bumped up those performance points. So from 447.13, where the car originated, I've bumped it up to 447.1. No, sorry, 13 is where it started. 447.59 is what that grille's placed it. So, you know, 4.40s. Oh no, I think that might be a 7. I writ over the writing. I think that's 57. Sorry, it's hardly anything. It's barely touched the sides. Let's not get too grumbly about it. This car is 4.724 meters in length and is 1.880 meters wide, with a height of 1.311 meters. I haven't proofread this. I don't even know if there's a lot there to read. There's a lot of paints. Hell, it seems enough. Let's crack on. The Chevrolet Camaro Z28 1969 is a road car produced by Chevrolet. It first appeared in Gran Turismo 2 and has been featured in all subsequent mainline games except Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec ripoff in Gran Turismo Sport. The car was introduced as part of update 1.40, released on June 27, 2019. The most popular of the first generation Camaros because of its looks and speed. The Ford Mustang was a hit compact sports coupe that was dropped into the world of American cars at a time when bigger was always better and luxury meant everything. While the success of the Mustang was due to its more than adequate performance, low price, and a well-planned advertising campaign, there was a car designed to outdo the Mustang in every way. This was the first generation Chevrolet Camaro that debuted in 1966. While attracting a lot of attention at the time of its debut, it still could not overtake the Mustang in sales. The remedy that was introduced to alleviate the situation was a high-performance Z28 model The 302 CU.IN. displacement of the engine was set to match the regulations for the 305 CU.IN. 5000cc Trans Am racers. And with this highly tuned engine and a chassis that can handle the power, the existence of the built-to-race Z28 greatly contributed to raising the image of the Camaro and driving its sales. In the final 1969 model is the most popular out of all the Camaros. Throughout the years, as the icon of the golden era of automobiles, automobiles. I like automobiles in America. But even out of these, the Z28 is on a whole different level and is especially desirable to many. God. Shall we listen to some other guys? Do we like that? Chris? Are you familiar with the term muscle car? Such cars are known for their large displacement and power, traits typical of the 60s American sports car culture. The first generation Camaro Z28 was one of the legendary models of that culture, but its V8 engine, developed especially for the Trans Am series, was also a wonder to behold. Instead of emphasizing torque like most large displacement engines, it offered high revving power. Not only was this necessary on the street, but it helped it to clinch several victories at Trans Am races. Known as the last of the Z28s, this 1969 model has been coveted from one generation to the next. Right, you can buy this car in the Legends car for 116,000 credits. That's not much, is it? Or if you place third or higher in the American Sunday Cup 600 race at Daytona International Speedway during Menu Book 15, random draw prize for finishing in the top 3 of the championship. Petite, yeah. So you can win it in a few places, and you can buy it in the Legends. And I say buy it. Yes, I had a cracking time. I honestly thought it was going to be nothing but a nightmare, and I was not going to enjoy myself one single bit. I thought this car is going to be like nothing in the corners. It's just not going to be able to turn. It's going to be a nightmare. I'm going to be cursing it all the way around. The back end slides, baby. The back. No wonder when I watched all those American cop films in the 70s. Well, I watched them during the 80s, but they rerun them from the 70s. That all the cars used to just skid around the corners. I thought that's how cars drove, but they did in the 70s and late 60s in America. Man alive, that car slides. It was so much fun. It was cracking stuff. And the speed, fourth gear, it's not like next to today's cars. It's not a huge speedy Gonzales, but man alive, it was fun in the corners, and it kept you alive, kept you awake, kept you on edge. So that is the Chevrolet Camaro Z28 1969. Buy it. Handbrake. Bang. Barrier. So the Chevrolet Camaro Z28 1969 slips into the PP500 category in 7th place, tucked up behind the Mercedes-Benz 190. And just ahead of yesterday's card, the Ford F-150 Raptor. I mean, it was 2 seconds faster than the 2011 car, which, it wasn't a fast car. I mean, do we call it a car? Pickup? SUV? I don't know, not an SUV. They're other god-awful things. And it was, I tell you what, put some comfort softs on that Chevy, and it might have given the Mercedes-Benz a run for its money. So, yeah, there it is. It's where it should be in performance points. The only one that is out of place is that BMW. It's really niggling at me. I am going to end up taking it around again. I'm sorry, you're going to get a double whammy with that, because that just doesn't seem right. It's just weird. So, yeah, the Camaro. It was fantastic to drive. I really enjoyed it. I do say, get yourself one and get out there. Get out there and let your hair loose, man. 69 is the summer of love. Do a doobie and take your Chevy around the green hell. There's no, well, I mean, we haven't seen the top overall for a while. We can look at it, but this ain't in it, so it don't make no difference. But yeah, now it's changed there. I'll have to take a fast car out. Have the Americans got any fast cars? Now, yeah, I'm not giving anything away, but there was a car I wanted to do. Couldn't afford it. When I could afford it, it was out of the legends, so that's not happening. And my bloody, I think I've got a cool GT40 or something like that, but I've modified it, so that can't go round. I've limited myself to American Week. Sorry, America. You deserve so much more. Well, not really. You're a bit scummy, so it's fine. Tooroo, peace and love. Peace and love.